Good morning, student. Now it is the time to do the study. So it is our first video on study of mathematics. We will be just going with the basic of mathematics, that is the basic operation on numbers, fraction and rational number. Basically, we have done all the operations that is addition, multiplication, subtraction and division on numbers, fraction and rational number. Today we'll see how to operate on operation on rational numbers. Basically, for operating on rational number, you have to just get the clarity of two topics, that is law of fraction and law of integers. Because to solve the rational numbers, if the two topics of fraction and integers are clear, then there will be no difficulty in solving the operation or understanding the operation on rational numbers. So we'll soon give you the feedback how to solve the operation on rational number. For solving operation on rational number, we have to get the clarity on two topics, that is law of integers and law of fraction. Basically, first we'll go for law of integers. Integers are of two types, positive integers and negative integers. So if we go on the number line, that is starts from 0 and this hand goes for positive integer, this goes for negative integers. Now the operations are very simple. We have to add to positive integer, add to negative integer, multiply to positive integer, multiply to negative integers, divide to positive integers and divide to negative integers. Basically, the operation on positive integers are all the operations that we have done on natural numbers. Means 3 plus 2, 5. That is the addition of positive integers. 9 plus 4. That is 13. The addition done on natural numbers. Now, when we go for integers, we take one integer. We have to see the operation of the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on integers. We'll take positive integers and we'll take negative integers. So when we see the law of integers, it is positive integers into positive integers, is the answer is positive. Positive into negative is negative. Negative into negative is positive and negative into positive is negative. So these are the basic law which we have to follow for multiplication. Now for example, if we take two negative integers, minus 2 into minus 3, that the answer is 6. It is the law which I have followed and which all the mathematics teacher follow, or while the teaching your sir and the principal follows. Now when we go for addition of positive integers and negative integers, that is 6 plus minus 2, that will give you 4. Because when one integer is positive and one is negative, it is the simple step. See student, when one is positive and one is negative, first step, subtract it. You subtract it and put the greater number sign. A simple lesson. Either the integers may be positive or negative. You have to add or subtract the operation. Then the basic step, first subtract it and put the greater value sign. See the example. Minus 8 plus 4. I have given you minus 8 plus 4. Subtract means 8 minus 4 is 4. And the greater value is what? Minus 8. So we'll put greater value sign, that is minus 4. So our answer is minus 4. What I have done? The basic step. Any integer is positive or negative, you have to do the operation of addition. Then first basic step, subtract it and put the greater value sign. That will be solving your positive addition and subtraction law. Now when we go for multiplication of integers, I have already given you the rules. For division, just you have to follow the same rule of multiplication, because there is no rule made for division. It is the same. Plus divide by plus, the answer is plus. Plus divide by minus, the answer is minus. Minus divide by minus, the two numerator minus and the denominator minus get cancelled out and the answer is positive. So the basic law for division is same as the law for multiplication, which we have already seen. Now it comes the next part. that is the law of fraction. Now, in the law of fraction, there are two parts where we see the denominator common and where we see the denominator are not common. So, for common division, where we have the denominator common, there the addition is very simple. If we are having 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2, we will be getting 8 by 2. Means we have to add the numerator and take the common denominator. Where the denominator are same. In that case only. If we subtract 5 by 7 minus 2 by 7, the answer is 3 by 7. Here the denominator is same. So when the denominator are same, you have to just follow the rule, that is add the numerator part or subtract the numerator part and keep the denominator common for addition and subtraction of fraction. Now in multiplication, if it is 5 by 2 into 3 by 2, we will be getting 10 by 4. So you have to check your answer. If it is division, 5 by 7 divided by 2 by 7, then the answer is 5 by 7. The 7 part get cancelled out. These are all the example where we have common denominator. Now if in the case the denominator are not common, then the first basic step for addition, subtraction is you have to cross multiply. Means the denominator of the other to be multiplied to the numerator of the other, and the denominator of the first fraction to be multiplied to the denominator of the second. That is the law for the fraction where the denominator are not same. And basic law for multiplication, if a by b into c by d is the fraction, then you have to multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator directly, and you will be getting the answer. For basic, the division of the fraction, the division sign is there. The fraction is a by b divided by c by d. Then you have to put the multiplication sign instead of division, and you have to interchange the second fraction. Interchange the second fraction and multiply. Law of multiplication used there, and you will be getting the answer, that is which you will be getting by multiplying the numerator part and multiplying the denominator part. Now here and the basic law of fraction and the law of integers. Now we will go for the rational numbers. Now if you go to the topic of the rational numbers, means we will be going on a number line. Here is 0, then 1, then 2. And if I have to write something in between 1 and 2, then if it is 1.5, and in 1.5 the positive 1.5 is also there and the negative 1.5 is also there. But in fraction 1.5, how it will be written? It will be written by 15 by 10 positive, and in negative it will be 15 by 10. So positive integers and the negative integers combines law forms the law, they form the rational numbers. Means that throughout the number line from the negative end to positive end, in between two numbers there are infinite rational numbers. Positive infinite rational numbers and negative infinite rational number. But this number, if it is 5 by 7, then it goes to the fraction. If it is minus 5 by 7, it is also goes to the fraction. But they are positive and negative rational numbers. So the operation are same as we have done. You have to just follow the law of integers, law of fraction, and that will give you the clear idea that how to operate on rational numbers. In this fraction part, I have just taken where the denominator are common, where denominator are not common. In the fraction, there are the examples which are mixed fraction. So in rational number, there will be some mixed fraction also will be given to you, where you have to follow the basic law of integers, basic law of fraction, and you have to solve the questions sheet which is given to you for your reference, and an example which is solved where I have used all the law for your understanding, cross multiplication law, law of integers, for getting the doubt clarity. So you can get more videos with us on equation classes. We are available on Just Join. Call us on 750-695528. Thank you.